Hi, my name is Dave Bennett with theme2html.com and olanding.com, and more recently with gettrialleads.com. Gettrialleads.com was built on the notion of getting your phone to ring. Specifically, we realized that a lot of clients out there, they're not looking for a website and they're not looking for SEO. They don't want a website, they don't want SEO, they just want their phone to ring. They want the right kind of client calling them during their business hours from their area of operation about what it is that they offer. Okay. And they just want that call to come to them, not someone else. They don't want to share the call with a bunch of other guys and be in a race to try to get the bid. Okay. They just want exclusive calls sent directly to them. That's you. And so these are the industries we're working with right now. We'll add more later, but these are what we have at the moment. And we've sub-defined the industries to make sure that we can focus on you, whether you're commercial or residential, whether if you're pest control, you do small animals, bugs, or backyard moles, or large animals like out of the attic. Okay. And so this is a simple formula to fill in. Take you about 4 minutes. Okay. Just what are your hours of operation if you work Saturday or Sunday? What state are you doing your servicing in? What service area? It's a metro area. Choose the closest city if you don't see yours. Service radius out from your area, 5, 10, 15, 20, or 25 miles out. Okay. And that is used to determine our AdWords campaigns, by the way. So what is your first name and last name and phone number? So we can just call you and ask, how do you like your leads? Are they good? Are they working for you? Okay. Tell us what you do. You know, what you prefer in the way of leads. Just give us notes. Tell us what you don't do. Okay. That way, when we make our campaigns, we can make sure they fit what you do and what you don't, so that we have the best chance possible of getting you the right kind of lead the first time around. We all want this to work, which very simply means that we want to make sure we get you leads you can use. Okay. Give us any notes over your best hooks. That is, whether you offer a free consultation or some sort of a complimentary service. If you do see a promo code, definitely leave it there. That's for admin use for us. That's important to leave there. And then just make sure you read and submit. That basically says, understand first that you're authorized to act on behalf of the company that you present here. Okay. That company is aware of this and that they approve. Okay. Secondly, you understand that we're going to record the sample calls that we send you, and we're going to listen in. Please don't let the calls that come to you land in your voicemail, because it's just a waste of our money. How is anyone supposed to know if they were good leads? Now, to help explain that further, say you're a DUI lawyer, say you sign up in the Phoenix, Arizona area. We have an AdWords campaign. We have many. This is number 51 in this large list of campaigns we have. It's for Phoenix Phoenix DUI, and it's covering all the terms. The setup with all the positive keywords and negative keywords. The radius can be adjusted, but it's set for a 25-mile radius because it's typical for a DUI lawyer to work in that kind of area, that kind of radius. And we will determine the default max CPC and how much we're spending per day. Our goal is to keep that cost low. We have extremely good websites. Google likes our website, so it tends to charge us less than competition when it comes to ads. And these are going to be call-only ad campaigns. That means they're only showing up on a phone. Top of the ads, if somebody does a search, they'll see your ad first. And when they do, first or second, when they do, they'll click the phone number to call. Okay, so they call, and the call goes through our call recording system. So we can track all the calls, who made the call, which page they came in through, all of this. Okay. And you can even call like some of these 7-second calls, or simply the original company calling to double check that the phone number works for them. Okay. And when it works, then we'll put the calls through. That way everyone can listen to the call recordings. We're able to send you reports for the call reports for you to deter, so that we can send you the calls that we think are good leads. And it should be pretty clear. It should be really clear on the recordings which are good and which are not. There should not be a lot of room for argument. And if there is room, if there's a call that's a what if, we'll just determine how to handle that, if we should credit you for it or what. That's fine. But inevitably, the idea is, if somebody searches for a roofer in Chicago, you'll be one of the top ads on a phone. Okay. Somebody searches for buy my San Francisco house, distressed home, or sell it fast, sell it now, sell it this week or today. You'll be up in here. Okay. On a phone. DUI lawyer on a phone, one of the first things you can click on. DUI lawyer, Miami, Florida. Guys in your area should see you right away. And when they hit the button, it'll be to call you. Now, what do you really want? You want to do this with us because if we lock in with you and we're sending you leads you can use, we will not do these campaigns for a competitor in your area, because if we have two campaigns in your area, like two, then they're going to compete with each other on AdWords, and we don't want that. It doesn't make any sense. So we only do one campaign for a good client per area. But we try guys out, one guy per area, and all you have to do is sign up and say me. If you're the first guy in your area to do it, that's great. If we can't take you on right now because somebody else happened to have your area, we'll let you know you got to choose something else. You got to choose a different industry, or you got to choose a different location and try it again. Okay? We only run them free once. This is expensive for us. We are actually going to run the campaigns in your favor. What is possible though? Let's talk about the most difficult of the campaigns is distressed homes, because it's the most expensive. You're up against the biggest millionaires across the nation who are spending 100 to 150 per click on AdWords. Okay? But they usually, when they sell a house, that's like 20 grand to 30 grand profit for them. And they're going to pay the guy who referred the sale, the representative, probably about 5,000. Okay, 5,000 or more, whatever the amount is. Having said that, they can afford to spend a lot of money on clicks. Well, because our websites are so good, while they're spending 150 to be number 2 or 3 in the ads, we're spending 30 to 40 up here. As you can imagine, that makes us competitive. Okay. So we're spending 30 to 40 and people are calling. Now, by the time we spent $500 on one guy's campaign, we lined them up with 4 great leads worth at least $5,000 each. As you can imagine, they're sold. Okay. That's enough money in the middle between our costs and our profit, or costs and what you would be able to pay us. Okay. Now, for every industry, it's a different number. Pest control. Our cost can be here and our profit can be there. Okay. DUI lawyer. Okay. Garage door repair. You all have, there is going to be buffer room, and it's going to be enough that you will make money, we will make money, and everyone is happy and wants it to continue on a very simple week-to-week contract. But in the beginning, let's see if we can get you some good leads. So we don't even ask. There is nothing on this form about what we're going to charge you, because we don't know until we run the ads. Okay. There is nothing on this form about your credit card information. There is nothing on this form about you owing us anything. We are just simply going to see if we can get you some good leads, because if you say, yes, that was great, I like those, we can just send you the recordings and you're like, oh, that was the guy, and that was the guy, and that was the guy. You brought me those guys. Okay. That's the point. You're going to be happy. So by the time we sit down and talk about any amount of money, and it'll be our call manager is going to call you, okay? He's going to call whoever the contact is, whatever their phone number is, when it's time, okay? And just ask, how do you like your leads, okay? Those of you, if it looks to us like these calls are not working out for you after a few calls, we're just going to stop sending you leads. We won't bother you anymore. Like I said, it's expensive for us. If the leads are good for you, you're going to absolutely want that to continue. Anyone in their right mind would say, as long as we can split the profit and it's comfortable and you're taking on the work, please send me the leads. We'll send you the leads we can. You can still market any other way you want. We're not forcing you into any kind of an opportunity cost. We're simply another marketing arm. Okay, if you understand the value of that, take like 4 minutes to sign up for this thing. Okay. We will have your campaign ready and rolling just a few days later, a few business days later. We'll start sending them to you. We'll start recording the calls. If it's looking good, then our call manager will call you after you get a few leads to talk about a week-to-week contract. By then, you may have already gotten a sale. And even if you didn't get a sale, you will know from the calls we sent you that you could have gotten a sale. Okay. And you will say, yes, please keep sending me those guys because I'm going to make money on those sales. Okay, so it's either the kind of thing you're going to want to keep up or not, but there's no reason not to try it. Okay, try it. Let us do our magic. See if it works for you, for your business. And if so, we're both going to be happy to continue that friendship. Okay, very simple. All right. Hope you enjoy what we're offering you here. Very few people offer to pay for your AdWords, so you don't have to. And a lot of guys just have trouble paying for AdWords in the first place and getting up into the real game, which is AdWords. Put you at the top of the list for all your right keywords as widely as ever on Google. And most people don't want to get up in there just because AdWords is very scary for them. It's hard for them to make it profitable. Our job is to take that risk out of your hands. You only pay for good leads, part of the profit you would make, which means it's like perfect AdWords for you. You simply get to pay for the kind of leads that get you paid back, right? And therefore you will be in profit. Like by every 5 calls we send you, you should be able to close a sale, and therefore we'll want to keep that arrangement going, both of us. If for some weird reason you can't, or it's just not going to work, then you'll say, you know what, I want to stop, and we'll say, okay. Very simple. This whole thing is based on the idea that you'll be ecstatic to continue it, and we'll be ecstatic to continue it for you because you're happy, and therefore we're happy, and we can split that profit, and we're all happy in there. We have a lot of people working together to make it happen on our end to take the effort off your hands. Give us a crack. We're taking on 100% of the risk. Okay? If it works for you, great. Can't wait. All right, there you go. Fill out the form, submit it, give us a few days. We'll have you live and going, and then we'll get talking about it. All right.